Hi, this is topic 3, identity, work and leadership. And this topic builds on topic 2. So topic 2 was to do with identity and leadership. This is actually the work, the identity work, the work that you will do to enhance your leadership. So the work that you will do to actually uncover some of your identity. And we draw on two key scholars this week, the work of Amanda Sinclair and Simon Weston. Amanda Sinclair is a professor, or was a professor, in the Melbourne Business School, and very well known, not just in Australia but internationally, for her work, first of all, Leadership for the Disillusioned, which is a book which she wrote after her experiences in being a leadership scholar and working with a lot of MBA students. And she actually brings out a lot of practices, draws on a lot of Eastern philosophies, and there's a lot of identity work in there, but really then she brings it out even more in a much more practically oriented book, which is Leading Mindfully, which both of these are ebooks in the CSU library, and the Leading Mindfully one really brings in a lot of exercises and work that you can do as leaders to work on your identity, particularly practices such as mindfulness. And more mindfulness is becoming really important for leaders. And there are there's a lot of research and scholarly activity going on in the area of leadership and mindfulness. So I urge you to look, I think it's chapter 8 in Leadership for the Disillusioned, and I think it might have been chapter 5 in Leading Mindfully, but a lot of the chapters in Leading Mindfully will facilitate your identity work. And then Simon Weston's work, particularly the chapter 5, but his 2013 edition, there's a box 11 on locating yourself. Really important for you to do that work, to locate yourself. He writes how he locates himself, his where he came from, his work in health. He's really is a practitioner in psychology and in coaching and counselling, but starting out, I think it was as a nurse, and all of these things have been grist for the mill for him. And similarly with Amanda Sinclair, who actually not only is a lecturer but a yoga practitioner as well. So looking at both of those, and then the two optional readings, which are and the article are recent and will be very useful for you too if you want to explore those. And then Simon Weston has Edgy Ideas podcasts that he's been putting out. And so I've popped a few of those in, and this particular one is quite a good one which was about identity, race, I think, in white privilege or something like that. So looking at locating yourself, stepping back and reflecting on your internal and external influences, and the role that you are playing in your work, your biases and cultural values, how you interact and react with others, and making your own identity work conscious, so that you're in a better position to take up or resist identities and to make choices about whether and how we impose our identities on others. And then getting back to some of those Eastern practices, which are really Western practices now, particularly mindfulness and storytelling, which can unlock for you more about yourself and your identity. So I hope you enjoyed this week's readings and listening and videos, and and learn a lot more about yourself. Cheers.